Hello guys, welcome back to another reaction video here on Our Eyes Your Eyes. I'm ready to watch episode 13 of Steins season 1, but before starting this video I just want to remind you to subscribe to the channel, click on the notification bell, leave a like to support me and join me in this great story. Okay guys, in the previous episode we saw that Mayuri is gone and let's see what's going to happen now. Let's see how Kyoma reacts. Are you ready to join me with this? Check it out. What is FB? What is it? What does this mean? Oh my! But at this point he doesn't care. Oh! Who's coming? Whoa! Whoa! So she was just hiding. I thought that she ran away. Whoa! Who are you? Tell us. We needed to know. 42. What does it mean? CRT? It's on? What does it mean? Oh! And what do we do now? Oh yeah, that was great! Oh my! Let's try it! Now or never! Oh my! No! Oh my, they can! Oh, okay. So that's why she was in front of the grave, yeah. Okay. Mm. So time stopped, let's say. Oh. So it was just like a sign for him. So he doesn't want him to, yeah, she doesn't, okay. Oh my. uh, okay. It was his way to say I will protect you. Yeah. Because he didn't want her to disappear. I mean, he was afraid of this. Oh my. Oh, he is going back. Oh, tell me that Mayuri is there. Yeah, because she was shocked. No, let's go out from that house. No! Yeah, because they are supposed to... Yeah. It's still working. Yeah. I think so. This time it worked. That's right. Yeah. Now call her. Because of something that is about to happen. Please listen to him. This time he is serious, so... Exactly. It's always connected to the phone. No, tell me that she's not disappearing because now he went back to the past, look. Let's prevent it, but... no, exactly. Nobody will believe you. No, let's... Yeah. No! Oh my... No! Let's call the lab! Wait, wasn't it better to call the lab? I told you, if we go back in the past, he will not be able to find her as much as for the computer. Yeah. Yes. Yes. Tell her. Yeah. Don't stay there, yeah. Yes, yes, he will tell you, but now go out. Oh, Mayuri, where are you? But she was supposed to... Come on, come on, come on. Go straight. Oh, you see the desperation of Kyoma here. Something we have never seen before. Oh my. He had that vision even in the previous episodes. Oh yeah, that's true. Um, who cares right now? The worst, because the more people there are, the more difficult it is to understand. Yeah, that's true. That's true, they can't go away from there. Yeah, that's right. Oh! It's one of them. Oh, that's a chance, run! Why they want him? Or who wants him? Oh no! She's going to be killed once again at this point. No! It's like as if he can't avoid this death. It was always her. But she's talking. Why they have to kill Mayuri? I mean, why they have to reach this moment? See? Oh my, here we go again. Here we go again. No F way. And where do we take now Mayuri? Because Moeka is finding her no matter what. Tell her. Here we go again. Mom. No. No, no, stay here. Does Moeka know about this temple? I don't remember. No, no. Cancel them. Let's see if they can use the train now. Go. I mean, yeah. I mean, everywhere is fine. Come on, let's go. Let's go. Oh no, this is like the typical scene in which everyone is saying goodbye to a person and then this person is not coming back. That was so bad. That's the same moment like in the station. Oh. What's wrong? He thinks that he's one of those people, right? But please, where do they go now? Because they are outside, so they can be found. That's the subway, but even the subway is dangerous, yo. Tell me later, okay? There's something happened. Yeah. Yeah, Yogi Uehara. That's pretty crowded. I mean, isn't it still the rush hours? Oh my. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, ask, Monday night. There's not a problem. Yes, let's ask. Okay, okay. Please let her ask. We want to know. First question. But that's not true. I mean, you can help him in a different way. I have a bad feeling right now. A bad feeling right now. Huh? That's the daughter of that's the daughter of the boss of Brown Sun. Oh, here we go. No, look now. She's sleeping somehow. I mean, she's about to fall, and then she's going to save her. Ma what the F? He can't prevent this death. I mean, he can't accept this death, and that's why he can't prevent it. But what kind of surprise is that? I mean, oh. Oh wow, I mean, in this episode, we got in touch, first of all, with the background story of Mayuri, and finally we understood the meaning of that grave. That means that all that I told you in these previous episodes was wrong, but I'm happy sometimes to be wrong, otherwise I'm shocking myself. But anyway, she lost her grandma, and she was always visiting the grave. So since that moment, Okabe, that means Kyoma, was trying to protect her, was trying to let her escape from a bad ending. That means maybe to kill herself or to be kidnapped by that light that he saw. I mean, I think that that light that was trying to capture her was a sign to Kyoma that maybe she was about to disappear sooner or later, or maybe that was his fear. I mean, he was afraid that even Mayuri would have disappeared as much as her grandma. So instead of losing her, he was ready to protect her. I mean, it's like as if when you're seeing something that it's actually not happening, but in your opinion or from your eyes, you think that it's happening. So when he saw that ray of light, maybe he thought, oh no, that light is going to let her disappear in front of my eyes, but that was not happening, right? And that was just a reflection of his fears. And then, okay, he decided to protect her throughout these years. He was always taking care of her, etc., etc. Even if that sentence he said about being a hostage, or to be used for his experiment, I mean, that was not romantic at all. But we understood that that was his only way to let her understand that he was there to protect her, and that was already enough. So we understand. It was like making a promise to her. And throughout the years, he was always taking care of her because of that promise he made to her. That's why every time he is afraid to lose her, that's why every time he thinks that sooner or later she's going to disappear. I think that that was just the description of his fears. I think Kyoma is really afraid to be alone, we know that. And since the moment he met Mayuri, he felt as if he was not alone anymore. So by losing her, there's the chance that he's going to be lonely once again. And that's why he wants to prevent all this. I mean, we are seeing the description of what's important to him, as much as we are confronting to a different Kyoma. Because till this moment, we had the chance to meet a Kyoma that was really funny, a Kyoma that was always laughing, that was creating these sketches with the phone. I mean, he was a hilarious character, but in this episode specifically, as much as the end of the previous episode, we see a totally different Kyoma. We see a Kyoma who is afraid, who is desperate, who is losing the ground under his feet. I mean, you see a person that is definitely revealing his real feelings for the first time, I guess. Everything is connected to the watch that Mayuri is handling, that is the same watch as her grandma. Everything is connected to this hourglass that is seen many, many times through the episode. We are facing time and the power of time, because each minute it seems that it's lasting hours, so that we have this extension of time that a person can perceive that is different from the chronological time. Usually we also say, oh, that episode was lasting 5 minutes. It seemed like as if it was lasting 5 minutes only, not 20. So one thing is our perception of time, and one thing is the chronological time, because the chronological time is over there, minutes, hours, seconds, and whatsoever. It's perfectly established. But what we feel, it's something different. It could extend, it could be compressed, as much as our feelings are conveyed, and the types of feelings that are conveyed. When we are happy, it seems that time flies. When we feel pain, it seems that this time is extended. So, as you can see, it depends on feelings and how these feelings are connected with the chronological time. But yeah, I think Mayuri is for Kyoma like a source of hope. It's a hope that he can socialize still. It's a hope that he can't feel lonely anymore. So as soon as she's there, she's giving hope to him. She is giving us some sort of energy, positive energy to him to go on with what he's doing. It's like as if she is the fundamental part of his heart in order to go ahead with what he's doing. Because actually Mayuri has always believed in him, has always trusted him. And that's something important for a person who's trying to find a solution, who's trying to find, thanks to experiments, answers. We see that no matter how much he's trying to save her, there's no escape. I mean, it's like as if no matter how much time he's traveling through time to try to save her, this is not going to change, because she's dying anyway, in different ways, but she's dying no matter what. It's like as if, thanks to this episode, we understand that Kyoma is never accepting Mayuri's death. But I wanted to ask myself, was this death happening already? I mean, did Kyoma experienced her death already before even this happened, maybe in another world line, in the principal world line, before even trying to go back in the past. Did he experience this thing already? And that's why he, unconsciously speaking, is trying every single time to go back in time, to modify the past, to modify here, to modify there, to create other world lines. Because if he thinks that he can go back in time and save her, then there is a chance that this hope is not gone, that this origin of hope, this source of energy can still be there next to him. And then another thing, Mayuri wants that Kyoma is stopping with everything that he's doing. Do you remember even in the previous episodes, she was saying things like this. She was admitting, even to Chris, that she doesn't like what Kyoma is doing right now, that she doesn't understand him, and she prefers that he is stopping doing this. But on the contrary, she's killed. Even Moeka is saying on the phone, she is killed and Okabe is kidnapped, or he survived but now is coming with us. It's like as if Mayuri doesn't want that Kyoma goes on like this, because she prefers maybe that Kyoma is accepting her death since the beginning, since the origin. Or is she doing something like this because she doesn't want that Kyoma is going to discover other stuff? Because you need to remember that message, you know so much right now. You know too much, right? Who's sending that message at the end of the day? Is that Moeka? Or is that even Mayuri from another world line telling him to stop doing this? Because if you know too much, there is the risk that she's gone. As much as he, thanks to the D-mail, can transfer some info in the past, or he is converting this world line, what if Mayuri can't do the same? And maybe that was just a way to advise him to stop knowing too much. Otherwise, there is this doll with blue eyes that is going to be killed. And in fact, that picture of this doll with blue eyes that is covered in blood, maybe it was an anticipation of what was happening. The more you know, the more I'm going to kill the dear people next to you. So that was just a threatening message, maybe, of that somebody who already knows everything about this time traveling, etc., and he or she doesn't want that even Kyoma understands how the world rules. Maybe he was warned that if he was going on and on and on with his discovery, the price to pay was to say bye-bye to Mayuri. Maybe that message was already anticipating. It was not something threatening, but it was just anticipating what was coming. And even the jelly at that time in the first message, strange message, was red. Maybe red because of the blood. Right now, Kyoma is not accepting her death. Maybe because he feels guilty. Because Mayuri was following him throughout all this time, so she is dying because of him, because of his choices. He can't get rid of Mayuri also because maybe he loves her or he cares about her. He wants to fulfill that promise, and once she's killed, that promise is gone too. Or just because he can't get rid of her presence, because he knows that it's thanks to Mayuri that he could go ahead with his projects, because there was somebody who was trusting him. The more he goes back in the past, the more he's just changing the ending. But the way in which she's killed, but he's not changing the fact what's happening. But listen, we still have to understand the Moeka, why she's doing something like this, why she wanted to kill Mayuri. Specifically, she says that she's not needed, but why do you kill her? Maybe because she already knows that all those things were happening before, and it was a problem if she would have been still alive. There's no meaning for now. As much as Moeka, we don't understand that she's working for whom. She's doing this for what reason specifically? Was she lying throughout all this time? Was she just trying to get info by taking pictures of them? She was just collecting data so later she could have understood where she could have found them in the case that she needed to find them. I mean, there are multiple reasons or multiple ways to guess all these. But it seems to me that this is a loop, a continuous loop, never ending. We need to find a way to stop all this. Or he stops searching for this, or he's taking responsibility for what happened and he's accepting Mayuri's death. But then we saw that even Chris was shot, as much as what happened in episode 1 because she was killed anyway. So does this mean that he has to face anyway the death of his comrades because of his own choices of discovering? That's the price that he has to pay for this? But that hourglass means a lot to me. I mean, every time the hourglass was almost ending, the sand inside of it, it seemed as if the life of somebody was about to be taken. It's like at the end of the time you have in order to make the next discovery, or the fact that you can't go ahead in the same way. Maybe I was about to tell you this even before. What if Mayuri-chan wants to stop Kyoma because she's the source of everything? I mean, I don't know, but to me, it's like as if Mayuri has a great role in this story somehow. And I don't think that it's just what I told you before. Maybe it's something more. Anyway, let's see what's going to happen with episode 14 of Steins Gate Season 1. In the meantime, feel free to subscribe to the channel and click on the notification bell. Bye guys, see you in the next video.